Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2025 LLAPy Awards. Can you believe it? We did it. For a second there, I thought I was still muted when you guys were quiet for a second. So everybody at home, if you do not know what this is, I just said it's the 2025 LLAPy Awards. It's kind of like the crown jewel of Virtual TrekCon 6. With us today, of course, Sirach Lofton.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing?
Awesome. Melissa Longo.
Hi there. Hello.
We've got meteorologist Katie Nicolau, one-time Emmy Award winner, three-time Emmy nominee, right?
Yes, and the new nominations come out in March, so wish me luck.
Wow.
Get it.
We've got the Matt Boardman. Got podcast OG Charlene Schmidt.
What's up?
And Jenny R. Johnson, best dressed.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, wearing a tie.
Yes.
Although,
Hey,
to be
man.
fair, Matt is too.
Yeah.
True. True.
Give the man some
My name
credit.
is Ryan T. Husk. I've lost my voice. I'm sure it'll last 2 hours.
Definitely.
I've got honey.
Perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
I think let's get started and introduce what the LLAPy Awards are. What do you say, Sirach and Melissa?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
So let's talk a little bit about the LLAPy Awards and how they are selected. The LLAPy Awards are fun because they're entirely fan-driven. For the preliminary round, polls are posted on social media and there are selections added. And if fans don't see their particular favorite selection, they can add it to the options as well. And then for the secondary round, there is a Google Doc or Google form where the finalists are added, and then anyone with an email has an opportunity to vote. And then the winners of those finalists are tallied and presented today in this award show. So it's fun, entirely fan-driven.
Yep.
That sounds good. So it looks like we've got 3 winners that have already been announced. And that's a mystery to me, Ryan. So we'll just have to figure that out. But during the Golden Globes show yesterday, or I said Globes, the Golden Globes show yesterday, it kind of flows in there. One winner was already announced in the category of Best Legacy Cameo in Lower Decks. The winner was T'Pol. T'Pol, y'all.
And then some of you, I hope all of you, saw in the previous show, the pre-LLAPy Awards show, 2 winners were announced in the categories of Biggest Surprise of Discovery Season 5. And the winner was Kovich Reveals His True Identity. And then in the category of Most Interesting Character of 2024, the winner was T'Pol.
Wait a second. So T'Pol won twice. There are 2 other times in previous years has somebody won twice. So now T'Pol enters that esteemed category of a 2-time winner in 1 year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Also
guess what? Oh, sorry. That's not all, because now we have a bonus category too.
Right. And also that pre-show was awesome. Thank you very much to the Sci-Fi Sisters and Lambda Quadrant. So we have got 1 bonus category. You know, we got rid of 3 and gave them to other folk, but we stole 1. And that bonus category is which Star Trek documentary you would like to see next. That will be announced here, and you'll get all of your answers, right, Sirach?
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of votes on that subject right there. Tonight, the winners will be revealed live. So let's get the show started and start the first category.
Woo.
I think you're very right about that. Let's get into this. Charlene Schmidt, OG podcaster, will you please read the first category?
It would be my honor. So, our first category of the evening is Funniest Moment of 2024. And the finalists are A Certain Time Traveler's Sweater. I wonder who that might be. From Prodigy, Season 2, Episode 9, The Devourer of All Things, Part 1. Captain Jack Ransom decides that his go-to warp phrase is engage the core. From Lower Deck, Season 5, Episode 10, The New Next Generation. Dr. Ta'ana says, I'm a doctor, not whatever the F this is. In LDS, Season 5, Episode 7, Fully Dilated. She's my heart. That's my lady. All the Kims from alternate universes are still ensigns except for one in Lower Decks, Season 5, Episode 9, Fissure Quest. Action Saru running through the forest in Disco, Season 5, Episode 2, Under the Twin Moons. And Boimler grows a beard all season long. Lower Decks, Season 5. And the winner is... All the Kims from alternate universes are still ensigns except for one. Kim.
What?
Kim.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Garrett Wong.
Congratulations, sir.
I'm so excited to be here, but my mind is elsewhere. My mind is in the past because all I can think about is Sirach saying, to Paul, y'all, and I'm never going to get that out of my head. Every time I see the actress who plays to Paul or anyone mentions the character to Paul, I'm going to think of Sirach going, to Paul, y'all. I'm like, okay.
That's how it goes. You should hear Shar say to Peter and Melissa say to Mary.
Oh gosh, there we go. You
so
were
privileged
excellent in that episode, Garrett. I want to commend you on that episode. You were fantastic, playing a whole many different versions of your character. It was amazing.
Thanks, man. You saw it. Right on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what's funny, though, Sirach? The number one question that I get when I bump into fans is, did you do all the voices? Like they hired some other random Asian guy on the street. Like, hey, you, come here. You do some of the other voices like that. No, yes, I did all the voices. I changed them up because they're different Kims, right? There's high sock Kim. There's depressed Kim. There's overly excited Kim. There's do-gooder Kim. There's all these different Kims. So yeah, I had such a fun time doing that. It was awesome.
That's so cool. Everybody loved it.
It was so good. Yeah.
You were amazing.
And let me tell you, I was biting my lip because we recorded that a while ago, right? So I've been to various conventions where fans are coming up. We are going to start a writing campaign for you to make sure that Lower Decks includes you. It's a travesty that you are not on the show. And I'm going, it's a travesty. Please keep writing into them. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
Wow.
Well, Garrett, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We know you're very busy and you got to run.
Yes.
And Katie's popping in. She's telling us that we got to get to the next category. So once again, thank you so much to Garrett Wong.
Thank you.
Thank you, Garrett.
All right, Katie, take it away. You're next.
All right, works for me because up next is the category of Best Antagonist of 2024, which Star Trek does antagonists so beautifully well. They're behind most of our favorite stories in Star Trek, minus a few bottle episodes, but still, antagonists are just along there with our protagonists, and 2024 was filled with them. So let's get to the finalists, which are the Loom in Star Trek Prodigy, Locke in Discovery, you have Maul in Discovery as well. Then you have Essentia in Prodigy. And 2-Pip Kim from Star Trek Lower Decks. And the winner is... suspension. 2-Pip Kim from Star Trek Lower Decks.
What? How did this happen again?
I'm the brides. I'm no longer the bridesmaid. I win again. Oh, I'm so excited. This is amazing.
He's like your pips. It's perfect.
Oh my gosh. One for each Pip.
One of the funniest lines is when Tawny's character goes, "Damn you, 2-Pip Kim." She says something like that. It was like the best.
Yes. So good. It was so
It was to
good.
show how much of a highlight that was for everyone too. I mean, all over the internet just for days after. I'm like, all right, I'm glad I saw this when it came out, because bang, bang, bang everywhere. It's Pip Kim.
Pip Kim.
So one of the final lines from Pip Kim is when he does that crazy laugh at the end, right? When and literally I gave them 8 different takes. So I was like, okay, try this with this one. And for the final take, I said, okay, I'm gonna go way off I'm just gonna go nuts on this one. So this total maniacal laugh. I go, they're never gonna use this one. That's the one they used.
Perfect.
Wow. Thank you for this, Lappy. I'm very excited.
The internet went nuts for you, though, Garrett. We're really happy for you. But now we know you really do have to go, and you are very busy.
Right, I'm leaving.
Thank you so much. This is amazing. The fans are going nuts.
Thanks,
we'll
everyone.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
All right. Man, that was amazing. So he's won 2 as well.
Wow.
He gets into that giant category. That's pretty awesome.
Wow. Back
now,
to back.
that was weird.
Gonna be a special Hall
Lolita's
of Fame.
here. So happy Lolita's here. This must mean it's time for the next category.
Yes, which is the most skilled pilot. And the finalists are Travis Mayweather, Ortegas, Riker, Kayla Detmer, Tom Paris, Sulu. That's a tough category, especially Sulu involved there. But the winner is Tom Paris from Voyager.
Wow.
Oh.
And here he is.
Oh, thank you.
What a
What
guy.
an honor. What an honor. I'd like to thank the
Wait, what?
Academy. I'd like to wait, what? Garrett, what are you
Pip
doing
Kim.
here?
I don't see Garrett. It's me, George. And as George Decay, I, for one, am very offended that I was not chosen to win this award. Hi, Robbie. I can't believe they let you in. Oh, my
I
God, you
can't
won.
believe you're a 2 Pip Kimmer. You look at you with a 2 Lappy winner.
I have 2 Lappies. You have
2
1 Lappy.
Lappies.
So
I have a
together we
lap-
have 3 together.
Yes.
You could do the Lappy
Yes.
dance.
With the
Yes.
Lappies.
Let's do the Lappy dance.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
That's more like the Cabbage Patch, but we can call it the Lappy dance. Okay.
Garrett,
What a
I'm so
tough category.
excited for you. You got 2
thank you.
Lappies.
Thank you, Robbie.
Look at
I
you.
appreciate that.
You
And
got
you
2
have a
Pips
Lappy.
and 2 Lappies.
I have, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. But I gotta say, I mean, you beat out all those.
That's a tough
amazing
category,
pilots.
Robbie.
It is.
I mean,
The
seriously.
pilots is very tough. I will say on social media back when I think it was Strange New World started, Ortega, who's the actress that was-
Ortegas,
she tweeted something about like it was like a pilot thing online that people were voting on or something, and she really threw some shade at Tom Paris, and I took it very personally. I was like, dude, don't come in as the new kid and start throwing shade at Tom Paris. So this is a real
Redemption.
honor. Yes, this is
redemption to that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so I've known about this controversy for a while. So when I finally
have?
met Melissa Navia and
Yeah.
I was moderating her panel at DragonCon.
Oh, really?
I said, by the way, there was a bit of a Twitter interaction between you and my buddy Robbie, and he took it a little bit personally. And so she broke it down for me. She goes, I was totally joking. I was not trying to be serious about that. So I have the truth, Robbie. You don't
I
have to
know,
be
I
upset.
know. I didn't take it that seriously either, but I was
Okay,
just
good.
like, hey, the new kid can't come in and start throwing shade.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
A little fun
Anyway.
is good. It's healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Little franchise competition is always healthy.
Well, the fans have
Yes.
spoken now, Robbie. So it's like,
Yeah.
you've got the trophy
Yeah.
now to dangle in front of everyone's face.
I know it. I love your backgrounds, by the way. The Live Long and Prosper hands are very
Yeah, those are cool.
classy. Wow.
You.
Yeah.
So Rock, he doesn't have to dangle in front of everyone's face, just Melissa's.
Yeah.
I met Melissa at a con. I can't remember which one in the last couple of years, and she's awesome. Like she's
Yes.
Yeah.
and the show is awesome, and she's awesome, and you know every pilot in Star Trek is amazing. So honestly. Great
But you're the
actors,
most
so-
amazingness.
Well-
You're the most amazing. Is that right?
Best
So
darn
what's
pilot.
the most amazing? Just the most amazing, right? I just try to make another
Yeah.
word. The most amazingness. That's not even
Well,
a
Tom
word.
Paris
That's
did
smart.
design and build the Delta Flyer, that super cool shuttle.
Right.
Kind of one of a kind,
Yeah.
which is now the title of our podcast there, Garrett. So
It is the
Ooh,
Delta
yeah.
Flyers.
yes, which
Yes.
has been
If
a
you haven't checked it out,
blast.
folks, you should check out the Delta Flyers when you get a chance. Yep.
Yeah.
DeltaFlyers.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's been a blast, though. I mean, just being a part of this panel, seeing everybody here, and being a part of our podcast, like the love I have for Trek is so much deeper than it's ever been. Honestly, it's been
Yeah.
the community of fans and the stories that we've all been a part of telling. It's really been a gift. So
Mhm.
just like this trophy, and just like
Yes.
finally Two Pip Kim. There's finally a Two Pip Kim.
And just to clarify, it's the deltaflyers.org and not .com.
We are a
So,
.org.
yeah, we're a .org.
Okay.
We're an
.org.
organization, not very
Okay.
organized usually, but
But an organization.
but we are, I guess, an organization.
Is that what org stands for? Org is
I
short for organ. You're just making that up, aren't you?
I'm just making it up. I have
So
no.
it could
thought
be
was for
organ. It
original
could be
gangster.
organ.
It's
What?
original gangster, right?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's
ORG.
that.
Oh.
Well, I think it's
Oh,
time for the next
Yeah, we got to
category.
move on.
Ooh.
Thank you, Ryan and Melissa and everybody. Great to be
Congratulations,
here.
Robbie.
Yeah, thank you. You guys are
Yeah.
awesome. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you have it.
Do you check the Zoom chat?
Is it me?
Is it me?
Is it me?
Hello.
Who?
Oh, it's us.
love
We're going to present a category.
We are.
Oh
We
my
are.
you
gosh,
are.
I'm reading
We-
a script.
Oh,
Robbie,
God.
we're still sitting here like, are they going to sign us
Are they
on?
going
We're
to
still
yeah,
here.
what's happening?
Yeah,
No,
we have
Garrett,
work.
we've
We
got to
have-
present a category. It's
Yes.
the category is the funniest moment in Star Trek Voyager,
Yes.
and we've got some finalists. You want to read through
Yeah.
those?
Sure. So the first finalist is Seven. When Seven says, "Fun will now commence." Okay.
And the other one is the next one is Get the Cheese to Sick Bay, one of my personal favorites.
Oh yes. We also have when Tom Paris turns Harry Kim's date into a cow as one of the
Yes.
funniest moments in the holodeck
Awesome
program in the Irish town. Okay.
Yes. We also have Drunk Seven, a 7 of 9, saying "We are one." Also a funny moment.
Yes, the We Are One moment. We have in the episode Body and Soul, where Seven hides the doctor's program in her Borg implants. And she basically does her impersonation of the doctor. That was a
Mhm.
funny scene.
And we also have the Doctor singing "La Donna Mobile" to Tuvok before hypospraying him.
Oh.
Yes. Bob
Okay.
Picardo sang that beautifully.
And we have
Yes.
Delete the Wife, which was another comment that came out of the doctor, I think. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the winner is Garrett. Would you like to open the envelope?
I open it up. The fictitious envelope. I'm reading it. And the winner is Seven, who says, "Fun will now commence."
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much. Now for real, thank you very much, Garrett Wong and Robert Duncan McNeil. What's the website? One more time, please.
The deltaflyers.org. And I just love how Ryan's like, and now for real, Robbie and Garrett, get the heck out of here. We are done
we
with
just
you.
no, we're not leaving now.
Maybe.
Now,
We'll see.
now that
Sit
we've
here the whole time.
and a little bit longer,
Stay.
we're staying.
You may stay.
Ryan's like the dungeon master. You may
You
stay. in this campaign.
really can. People hang out and they watch the rest of the show. It's a lot of fun. But our very next category, in the best dressed category. What's up, Jenny R. Johnson?
Oh,
Here we go.
hey.
You got the next one, right?
I do indeed. I do indeed, folks. And this category is very important because not only did we get to enjoy season 5 of Discovery this year, it was also the final season of Discovery. So this is extra important. So the best moment in Discovery season 5. The finalists are Michael, Booker, and Sun at the end of the final episode. Beautiful, beautiful moment. Number 2, Michael remembering everyone on the bridge at the end of the final episode. The third one, Saru and Tarina get married. Romance. I love it. Next up, Culber's Trill host notices his hot physique, as did we all. Also, another one. Captain Burnham meets with the progenitor. And finally, Saru and Burnham's final hug. And we all know that Saru gives a hell of a hug. So the winner is Saru and Tarina get married.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys, this is such great news. Unfortunately, it's too bad that Mr. Doug Jones couldn't be here, but he did bring a recording of himself, which is very cool. There he is, actually, Mr. Doug Jones, the best hugger in the world.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Ryan, on this recording. I'm live. I swear I'm live.
Best hugger in the history of the world. How are you, Doug? So good to
Bless
see
you
you.
all for thinking that. That's very sweet of you. And thank you for this lovely award. Out of all the sentimental, like heartfelt, tear-jerky moments that were in season 5 of Discovery, to win this one it's special for Tara Rosling and me both. I don't know if she's not going to be here today. I guess, is that right?
Everybody, bring out Tara.
No,
Okay. So if I'm speaking
awesome,
for both of us,
love her.
if I speak for Tara and myself, thank you for loving Saru and Tarina together and for propelling that forward. Our relationship was never meant to go anywhere originally, and so when I talked to Michelle Paradise, our showrunner, after Tarina's introduction in season 3, I said, like, "Are you heading us to a romance thing?" And she said, "Hadn't thought of that." I'm like, "How? It's so obvious for us." So season 4, the slow, refined, very respectful build, courtship.
It was a courtship.
That led us up to a handhold at the end of season 4. And if I remember, we were watching that season finale on season 4 on the cruise last year, just to get ready before the airing of season 5 started. And the entire audience in that big auditorium cheered over a handhold. I'm like, okay, we're onto something here. Yeah. When we built through season 5 to a wedding, and the engagement scene I thought was brilliant too. When President Tarina gave a very Vulcan-esque kind of declaration of her love for and what we should do from now. Like where to go? She used the word codify. Who uses the word codify?
Yes, that's hot. That was so hot.
So hot. I know. It's
for
so
a
hot.
lawyer.
Yeah. You're right. So I think that by the time we got to our wedding in the final episode, it was a good payoff, because we were dressed in the most delicious costumes I have ever worn in my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And your chemistry was so amazing too. Like you guys on screen, it was like we were cheering for that relationship to kind of codify.
Thank you. Yeah, no, us too. Thank you.
This is beautiful.
And I will say this: Jonathan Frakes directed the episode just before, I think, and then Tunde. Olatunde directed the series finale, and they were both fighting over which one of them would get to direct our first kiss. Jonathan Frakes was fighting for it to be in the episode before, and it was like when I returned from my mission, or I'm finally, because I went missing from part of this season. When I came back, would that be the right time? And then, but Olatunde won. To save it for the wedding, and I'm glad he did. But I will tell you that kiss that we had. Tara Rosling, bless her beautiful theater-trained Shakespearean heart. She's like, I want to make that look real, and I'm terrified that I can't. And I'm like, because she's going to be kissing a rubber face, right? And so I sent her a clip of Sally Hawkins and I kissing in The Shape of Water, and I
Mhm.
said,
Nice.
"There, it's been done before. You can do this."
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
So
It
Doug,
was
this
beautiful.
is really cool, and we're so excited for whatever you're going to be doing next. We're going to be following your career with great interest.
Thank you.
But there is one more reason we have you here, if you
Uh-oh.
can believe
Oh.
that. I know.
I
I know. This is a very scary thing.
Oh.
But there is something called, well, Melissa, do you want to tell them?
Yes. Well, this is my personal favorite award of the evening because it is the Aaron Eisenberg Community Award. And we like to bestow it on someone who does great work out in the community, not just on screen, but whose heart is with the fandom as well. Aaron was always so generous with his time and so curious about the fans that came up to talk to him at every convention. And having watched you at several conventions,
Yeah.
I have to say, there's nobody quite like you. I love watching you, and I love watching you hug every single person that comes up to your table, and you make every single person that you meet feel special, like they're the most important person in the world at that moment. And personally, I can't think of anyone better to receive the Aaron Eisenberg Community Award than you. The
Yes.
beautiful Doug Jones. You are so beautiful.
It's for the person with the big golden heart, and you have that,
Yes.
Doug. We love you.
Yeah, Ryan, you didn't tell me about this part.
I didn't. I'm a terrible friend.
You're a
But
terrible
it's
person.
fun though. So, Doug, this is like the truest thing in the world. I've known you for 12 years next month, I think. And maybe 11. The point is, you've got a heart of gold, as Sirach said. You're an amazing person. And, Aaron Eisenberg, who kind of is the reason we went through the seventh rule and all these other things came from that. He would always treat all of the fans so well, made every single person feel so special, made them all feel heard, make them all walk away like they just saw Santa Claus. And you do the same thing with all of them, except you're thinner than Santa Claus by a long shot. You're more like the Nightmare Before Christmas guy, which would be perfect. I really want that to happen.
I am wearing red today, so.
So Melissa, of course, a few months back said, hey, for the Aaron Eisenberg Community Award, I want to have Doug win it. And of course, Sirach and I were like, oh, that's no argument here. That's
no
the most
brainer.
perfect thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am
So thank
touched
you.
beyond belief. I met Aaron only a couple of times. The first time I met him was at the after party for our season 1 premiere of Discovery, and he was I could just tell immediately. Like when I did this, it's like I am holding a familiar soul. You know what I mean? And he like you said, he made everybody feel that way. So oh God, thank you so much. Those are big shoes to fill. So I feel very honored that you think I can do that. Thank you.
You're
You
so
have.
amazing, Doug. You do it
are
for
doing
everybody.
it. Yeah.
We watch you. I mean, I know you don't do it because we're watching. We just see you do it all the time, and you're so.
I like to be watched.
You take the time out. You make the experience special, and people go to the conventions to have that experience, to make a special moment. And I feel like when they meet you, they walk away with that cherished memory. I met this guy, and he's so wonderful. I always say that you're probably the most famous superstar that's so humble that I know, as far as Oscar-winning superstar.
No.
So,
This coming from
we love
Sirach,
you.
by the way, who also you're very good with your fans. Very good, yes.
But I watch you intensely, and I love giving you hugs. I love watching you give out hugs, and you really have a golden heart, Doug. So keep it up. Keep making people's days every time they see you. And out there, if you make sure you stop by and see Doug's table too when you're out at the convention.
Yes.
Yes, you're gonna love it.
It's
Very
worth
quickly,
it.
also, everybody in the live chat is going nuts for you, Doug. They're saying
Oh,
congratulations, Doug. Well deserved, Doug. Well deserved. Lucia Raz
Thank all
out
of
in
that.
Brazil says she's crying. I didn't even know she had emotions, but you made her cry. This is amazing. Do they have emotions on south of the equator? I don't know. That's
Yes, they
science.
do. They go the other way, but yes.
That was
Anyway, the point is, Doug, we love you more than anything in
Yeah.
the world. We really appreciate you, and this is like the highest honor we could bestow upon anybody. So thank you very much for doing what you do.
I feel
Make
that.
the
Thank
world
you
a
so
better
much.
place.
Oh my gosh. Bless you all. Thank you so much for having me and for this. I will cherish this forever and ever, I promise.
love you, Dad.
See you soon, Doug. Thank you so much.
Love.
Oh man, I feel like I just saw Santa Claus.
Same.
Yeah.
And I got the gift of giggles. All right. So what's up next? It's kind of hard to top that. Let's bring in the Matt Boardman for the next category. What do you say?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Let's do it.
Matt,
Matt Boardman.
how much do you love Doug Jones?
You know what? Okay. I have never had a Doug hug. I've never had a Doug hug. And
What?
I feel like I'm deprived. I have serious Doug hug FOMO. I'm not even joking.
That's the only way I accept friend requests on Facebook is if their common friend is Doug with me. I'm like,
Oh man.
this guy gets it. Okay. If they don't, I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you.
Trust me. The hoops that I had to go through to get Ryan to accept my friend request.
And those were just earrings.
It's tough.
It was tough. It was a tight squeeze, let me tell you. I'm a big dude. 6'3".
That was an Uhura joke. All right. Well, Matt, good luck.
Hey, thanks. Okay, so Star Trek Prodigy burst onto the streaming services of Paramount Plus with thunderous applause to not only just kids, as it was touted for, but to Star Trek fans' delight. In season 2, we got what can be considered one of the best seasons of Star Trek, at least in my opinion. And so for this category, we are going to look at the most Federation moment in season 2 of Prodigy. So the first entry we have is Dal steps aside so Gwyn can be captain of the Protostar, and he will be the first officer in Ouroboros Part 2. Say that 5 times fast. The crew of the Protostar get promoted to ensigns with field commissions. Ouroboros Part 2. I am going for this 5 times. The people of Tars Lamora use their combined gifts to help Gwyn defeat Essentia, again, Ouroboros Part 2. Chakotay and Janeway are finally reunited. And let me check. Yes, reports do say it does feel so good. Rock Talk explains what a problemtunity is. A tribble called Quest. Chakotay mentors Dal. Last Flight of the Protostar Part 2. And the winner is Dal steps aside so Gwyn can be captain of the Protostar and he will be first officer, Ouroboros Part 2.
Wow.
Ouroboros.
That was a big moment.
Yeah.
It was an amazing moment.
And these guys agree.
Hey, thank you very much for the win.
Thanks so much for voting us the most Star Trek moment.
Yes. And I mean, why? Because Dow, that selfless move, he's been such a selfish little schmuck throughout the whole season. It was
the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do. His heart changed and was better for it.
Prodigy some love.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Was that
Plus,
my
he likes
backyard?
Gwen.
It's like my backyard.
Was that your backyard? I thought that was the Paramount in front of Paramount. I remember that was
cool.
striking in front
The
of
strike
there
bush,
back in the day. Yeah, the strike bush. Paramount.
It does look like the strike bush.
Not touching that one. The point is, I just got a text from Doug, and he'll never forgive me. But no, he's very happy about that. He's very touched. So thank you all for making this day special for him and for everybody. That was a big win. And the Hageman brothers were very cool for calling in on location they're in between meetings doing all kinds of stuff. There's really only one person who might know what they're even doing. And maybe we'll see him in a few minutes. No spoilers, though.
Oh.
Well, what's next? Oh, boy. About to get raucous. Lovira.
Yay.
Lovira.
Let's unmute you.
There
she is.
I'm here. I just didn't want you to hear my dog barking in the background. So yes, I'm here. Okay.
I think you've got the next category.
I do. Okay.
And it's maybe my favorite ever.
I do. Okay. Well, because, DS9, my heart, right?
Yes.
In the category favorite one-off character in Deep Space Nine, the finalists are Loss, J.G. Hertzler, Pell, Helen Udy. I don't know how to say this. Aman Maritza, Harris.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. Tosk, Scott McDonald, Tyrone, Jeffrey Combs, El Grun, Iggy Pop, and Hannock, James Cromwell. Wow, that is an amazing amount of talent there.
Right.
Good Lord.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But the winner is my friend Scott McDonald as Tosk.
If he's your friend, he should totally. There he is, everybody. Scott McDonald is here. Tosk himself.
Hi, Scott. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I wish
What
I
a
could
treat.
do that better. I just don't know.
33 years later, and the fans still like Tosk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty amazing piece of writing.
Mhm.
Some
True.
terrific makeup from Michael Westmore, and Gil Musco was the applicator. He used to meet me at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we would start putting that thing on so I could beat a set at 9:30 a.m. That was a crazy gig. Oh, and just wanted you guys to see, I dressed up for the award show and I wore my
Yes.
Deep Space Nine tie that a fan gave me long ago because Tosk is on it.
Look at
Oops, this way.
Oh,
There he
that's
is.
cool.
Isn't that
wow.
cool?
That is
Awesome.
cool.
I've worn it like twice ever, 2 conventions and now today. And the hat that the producers gave me when I naively said, "What a cool hat, can I have one?" And it was only the producers wearing them, but they gave me one. So here it is 33
Wow.
years later. It's beat up like me, but we're still kicking.
That's right.
That's the official.
This is
Yay.
very
That's the
nice.
OG
Thank
hat.
you very much. I was really I cracked up when I heard this was going on, and I'm not going to talk a lot about Tosk. There's a full episode of the Seventh Rule where Scott McDonald talks way too much about Tosk, already available in the archives. So you can look that up and listen to me blather on incessantly about Tosk.
We should pay this guy. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
But you were up against a lot of heavy hitters.
I
there,
mean, that's
Scott.
Oh,
big
take that,
Absolutely.
James Cromwell.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever be saying that. Get out of the way, Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop.
That really is a who's who. That's
Yeah, man.
out of all
Yeah.
of Deep Space Nine, of all of the big
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine one
That's
episode
crazy,
characters,
really.
the fans
Yeah.
loved you the most.
That's
Yeah.
a really amazing thing. You know, years ago, there was the Obsessive Compulsive Entertainment Weekly magazine where the fans rated all of the favorite episodes of all of the shows. They had all, that 7 of Deep Space Nine, 7 of, and I think only about 4 of Voyager at the time they did the magazine. And Tosk was rated the #1 episode in that magazine.
Wow.
A fan gave it to
Really?
me. I was sitting at a con and he just walked up and said, "Have you seen this?" And I was thrilled. I don't agree, but I think there were other episodes that I liked personally better than I liked Tosk. But it's just it was an amazing piece of writing and people really responded to him. And it's just incredible to me that all these years later, people walk up to me and want an autograph for that thing that was so long ago, So thank you very much. Real treat. Nice
Left
to be
a
back
lasting
and see you
impression
guys
on us.
again.
You too,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
Can anybody see you at a convention coming up so they can get an autograph from you?
Ask Lolita.
All right. Lolita will make it happen.
And I also want to say about Scott, he is in our Voyager documentary. He played an integral part. So
some of the best stuff.
I got
in
to
that
go to
documentary.
I got to go to the LA premiere. It was very, very thrilling. My story stayed intact, which often doesn't happen when you do those interviews for documentaries. They chop it up, they lose perspective, things like that. And they kept my Rollins story in there. It was nice to see Robbie and Garrett, because I was in the pilot episode with those guys and spent a good deal of time with Garrett on set, because the scenes we were filming over and over and over and over again as the captains changed were fun to do, and also the absurd repetition of it was was kind of crazy. But neither one of them is as good a pilot as Rollins. I'll just say that right now.
Oh, that is you should have been a finalist, Rollins.
Yeah, probably not. But that I used to get when we first started doing conventions out of that thing. I used to get people would send over. I had a picture that had Robbie and I both in it, and nice. He would sign like stuff like Rollins wears pink panties and things like that, and the picture would come over to my table and the fan would say, hey, look at this, look what he said, and I'd write something horrible about him and say, go over and show it to him. So we had a lot of fun.
Well, we hope to see you at one very soon. Scott
Knock
McDonald.
wood, I'd like to come back. I enjoy doing them. And I'm just a gigantic fan of the Star Trek community. I don't have anything but good things to say about it. I mean, it's applause. I was a theater actor, and it's applause. People walk up and they, absolutely. They pay money for the privilege of talking to you, which is, as an old, starving theater actor, I'm just as grateful as I can be that there's a fan base like that, and that I have even this tiny little dent in the massive canon that is Star Trek. It's just a thrill. So thank you guys very much. This is very fun.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you. This was awesome.
I've been kicking around the house all week saying to my wife, I'm an award-winning actor.
Well, we'll see you again sometime soon, Scott.
Great. Thanks very
I'm
much
sure it'll be
this.
for Rollins next time. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Scott.
See you.
All right, the number one Tosk fan, Joy Lee, is here. And wow, she's a little late, but look at how great she looks. All right.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Hey, Joy.
All
got
right.
the next category.
Are we
right?
ready for the next category? We got in the category of Best Redemption Story. The finalists are The Diviner, Ro Laren, B'Elanna, Michael Burnham, Tom Paris, Damar, Nog, and Chakotay. And the winner is Ro Laren. Yay!
Whoa.
Wow.
Ro Laren, number one fan, Melissa.
We have a rocky relationship, but I've come to appreciate her very much. She did have a great redemption story.
Yes, she did. She did.
Yeah.
Did you vote for Ro Laren, Melissa?
No, I voted for Nog.
Also very good. All right. Well, you know what? What are we doing? What are we screwing around here for? We gotta bring in a superstar in his own right. Prodigy's own Mr. Aaron Waltke is here.
Whoa.
Aaron, how are you?
Welcome, Aaron.
I'm good. Couldn't think of a better way to spend a lovely Sunday evening than hanging out with a bunch of Trek folks.
Yeah.
You look
Nice
snazzy
backdrop.
too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course I have to dress up a little bit. This is the premiere night for Star Trek Awards.
Ain't that the truth? You should have seen the Golden Globes yesterday.
It was wild.
It's okay.
It was okay.
It's okay.
It was raucous.
I'm sure it was. Well,
Aaron.
I am here to present the illustrious award of most memorable sport or game in the greater Star Trek multiverse.
Yeah.
And the finalists are. Should I do my award show voice? I used to do.
It was
voice.
so good when you did it last time.
All right. In the category of most memorable sport or game, the finalists are Q challenges Cisco to a boxing match. Deep Space Nine, Season 1, Episode 6, Q-less. Quark plays to free Cisco, Bashir, Kira, and Dax from the Chula game. In Deep Space Nine, Season 1, Episode 10, Move Along Home. The Deep Space Nine baseball game. Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 4, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. Miles and Julian's darts game. Deep Space Nine throughout the series. The wrestling tournament between 7 of 9 and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Voyager, Season 7, Episode 15, Sunkatse. And finally, Guinan and Picard fencing in The Next Generation, Season 5, Episode 25, I, Borg. And the winner is the Deep Space Nine baseball game from Take Me Out to the Holosuite.
Yes.
Congratulations, Sirach. Well earned.
Hey, it was a team effort.
Well, also, Lolita's here who can speak on that. She said it was a beautiful day. And we also have another very special guest.
Very
Feel free to
special
unmute
guest.
yourself. The one and only Nicole DeBoer.
Nikki.
There she
I gotta
is.
unmute. There I am. Hi, I had to unmute. Sorry. Hi, guys.
Hey.
I don't have the flashy background. Sorry.
It's beautiful back there.
I have my dog Kitty in the background. Hi, guys.
Nikki, you and I were just talking on the phone the other night about this episode. It was so one of your first and so fun to be outside, and
So
it was a
one of the
beautiful
first-
day or two, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the first things that we shot other than being on the planet. We're up there, and then we were shooting at Loyola Marymount University, and it was gorgeous and super hot as well. And it was just it was crazy. It was really fun. It was really crazy fun.
It was fun because most of those actors never got out of the soundstage, and it was so feeling of freedom to be outside.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that yet. I didn't understand like how special that was for everybody to be outside. But I did think it was funny that like Michael Dorn had to have a special little air cooling tent, right? So that he wouldn't melt his head. And he would be standing in there, all grumpy sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know, Anna was the worst athlete out there. She couldn't do anything.
Oh
she
my
could
God.
dance to her heart's content, but she couldn't throw a ball.
Oh, all of us.
Yeah.
I
And then
think.
Max was a great
Max, though. Yeah.
Max is a great baseball player. So they had to have him throw left-handed so he wouldn't look too good because Rom wouldn't throw well, right? So
That was pretty funny. He was supposed to be the bad one.
Yeah,
He was the only one who really knew how to play really.
So he was doing the most acting in that episode then.
Yeah.
So much
Here's something fun real quick. Our friend Shar here. Look what she just sent. This is cute.
I dug this up. I couldn't help it.
I was
Not
gonna
like
say
the
hi,
time.
Oh my
You guys
God.
look great.
Look at us. Oh my God.
2012. Can you believe that?
Little baby
Wow.
Shar. Oh my God.
Wow. See you,
That was
hon.
back in Fargo.
Oh, Fargo.
Hmm.
So
We
good.
did
I love
ValleyCon. I drove you around in my Honda Civic.
it. You were so lovely. You were the best.
So were you. It was a
had a good
wonderful
time,
time.
huh? We had a good time, Shar. Yeah.
We did. We had a great time. That was my very first convention ever. I didn't know what I was doing, and you were so gracious.
You were amazing. You were such a great assistant and hostess and everything. Like the bestest.
Oh, we had a good time. It was great.
Well, Aaron, before we let you go, because I know you're getting all these ideas like, how do we get a baseball game into Prodigy or whatever you're working on next? I'd like to ask you, what are you working on next? You got some good news for us, right?
I mean, I certainly am working on some cool stuff. Right now, I'm writing a graphic novel based on Stan Lee's unfinished works called The Excelsiors, and I'm also developing a couple of cool projects which I can't talk about yet.
What are they?
You almost got me.
Yeah, good one, Ryan.
Yeah, and stay tuned. That's all. I need one of those shirts that says I signed an NDA that Frakes has.
Frakes has.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, we really
Lee
appreciate
stuff.
you.
That's awesome, man. I have questions about that. Well, I'll hit you up on the private time. I love all of his work. So,
what's the private time?
We'll have to dig through Excelsior stuff. Well, we're not streaming live. You know?
We're not invited.
Understood.
Oh, is that this little side chat over here? Oh.
Shit, I'm supposed to tell them about that.
All right.
Well, lovely seeing you all.
Yes, sir.
Live long and prosper. Live
logs
proper.
and proper.
And proper.
See you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So, Nikki, I believe you've been trapped into doing the next category. Is that right?
I have to put my glasses on.
I know we can't live without our glasses at our age. I'm sorry.
Can't do it. I was like, can I get away with it? No.
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 You look cute, Nick. Don't worry.
Okay.
They look great.
Oh, yes, you do.
All these words. Are we doing it right now?
It's in your chat.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Most touching goodbyes. Here we go. In the category of most touching goodbye between friends or frenemies, the finalists are Hugh and Geordie, I'll Try to Remember You, TNG, Season 5, Episode 23, I, Borg. Nog to Jake, has there ever been one of your kind and one of my kind who were better friends? DS9, Season 2, Episode 3, The Siege. Season 2? Oh, yeah, okay. Miles and Julian's Goodbye, DS9 Finale, What We Leave Behind. Tuvok's Dance Move for Mr. Neelix, Voyager, Season 7, Episode 22, Homestead. And Kirk and Spock, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Quark and Odo, there's another one. Quark and Odo's Goodbye. It was written all over his back.
Yeah.
Time finale, What We Leave Behind. I love that one.
Yeah.
Kira and Odo's Goodbye, DS9 finale, What We Leave Behind.
I bet you voted for that one, Melissa.
Me?
That's a sad one.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that one. Also, sad.
Who's the winner? The
winner is Kirk and Spock and the Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II. I feel like The Weeknd should be playing or something right now.
We've got something even better.
Oh, something better than The Weeknd.
Oh,
Hi, Trek
wow.
fans. Adam Nimoy
All
here.
right.
I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona at the Lowell Observatory, helping to celebrate the I Heart Pluto Festival. It was 95 years ago in 1930 when the planet Pluto was first discovered here. My father visited the Lowell Observatory in 1998, and I want to thank all of you fans for voting for my dad for the best goodbye scene in Star Trek, the scene between Kirk and Spock at the end of Star Trek II. Thank you for your love and support of my father, of Mr. Spock, and for Star Trek through the years. As always, live long and prosper.
I swear, our production value just doubled right there, didn't it?
Yeah, that
was awesome.
That was great.
Beautiful background.
And cry.
That's great.
Well,
It
Nikki,
was a sad scene too, though. That scene with
That
Spock, his
was.
hand on the window.
Yes, on the window. Yeah. It's like a
that's what Sirach and I are going to do on the last episode of the seventh rule when we're like
Oh.
80. We'll be like
So here
80
it is.
something. And they'll be like, just go. We're tired of you guys. We'll be like, no, but we've been planning this thing. Anyway.
Okay.
Nikki, that was really cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikki.
Oh,
for
my
hanging out
pleasure,
with us.
guys. My pleasure. Good to see you all.
You too. We'll
See
see you soon.
you.
We'll see you in
All right,
Vegas.
take care.
Oh,
Yes,
and maybe in
Vegas,
Burbank.
baby. In Burbank. I'll see you in Burbank.
Burbank. Everybody, check her out at the Women of Sci-Fi Convention, Creation Entertainment, March 22nd and 23rd, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Snaps for that.
All right. Was that right, Lolita? It's both days.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
What
that's
a
right.
relief.
And we're waiting for Anna, Terry, and Chase, and Nikki.
Adam Nimoy was about to be pissed if I got those dates wrong. He's like, I got this cool background. I called Pluto a planet, which it's not anymore. Better not screw up what he said. Anyway, enough screwing around, everybody. We've got some bigger fish to fry. We've got the coolest guy on Zoom today, tied with Sirach Lofton. Contractually obligated to say that.
Yes. Thank you.
Mr. Anthony Montgomery is here.
Hey,
Yay!
what up, family? What is going on, my family? How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Oh,
Good to
man.
see you. Yes.
Doing great. How you doing, brother?
I am. We're blessed. We're blessed. Yeah, I'll call you and we'll catch up, Sirach.
Exactly. See, that's what I mean.
Does. I hope everybody is wonderful. Let's jump into it. In the category of the next Star Trek documentary you'd most like to be made, the finalists are the original series, the animated series, Star Trek the Motion Picture, Star Trek Enterprise, the Kelvin movies. What are the Kelvin movies?
Okay, J.J. Abrams.
Jenny, don't laugh at me. I don't know that franchise. Just because I'm a part of it, that means the Kelvin movies.
Totally different universe.
Restarting the franchise in 2017. Wait, we were canceled in 2005. Nope, I'm not a fan of that one. Star Trek Engineers, Star Trek Aliens, and the winner is Star Trek Enterprise. Now wait, I did not. I'm just telling y'all what I did not rig this at all. But apparently, let's see, the above text will also be in the Zoom chat. Okay, never mind.
Well, check this out. Stick around 1 second here for us, Anthony.
Wow.
Oh, well, I never.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Wow, that's a big vote. There's a lot of folks on that list that we're in front of, and I'm very proud of that.
Yes, me too. I might say not without time, not before time, but that's exciting. And gradually we have found our way into the annaled halls of Star Trek. And it's hallowed halls, I should say, of Star Trek.
I would also say the audience found us.
Yeah.
Finally. Yeah.
And
that's a great feeling.
I feel a song coming on. Don't screw it up, Don. Just accept the award gracefully and get off.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't be more proud.
Bless God, thank you. Yes, definitely.
I've prepared a few words.
Yeah, thank God, bless your agent, and talk about some sort of thing happening in the world.
I think you're missing the point. My agent is my God. certainly my higher power.
You gotta play them off.
That's really exciting.
We're very, very thankful for the award, and we hope that we can manifest this and make it happen.
Yeah, I think we will. I know Mr. Dave Zappone, our executive producer for the Decon Chamber, has been, threatening is not quite the right word, but he's certainly been promising threateningly that we would do a documentary about our show eventually. And this, I should suggest this is certainly
one of the first sort of construction beams up to make it happen. So the fact that the fans want to see this is very exciting, and
Very
not
much.
a little, not a little
And
hum.
thank you all. Thank you all.
Yeah,
I'd like
thank
to
you.
thank God. I'd like to thank my agents. I'd like to talk something about the world where, as an actor, I'm not supposed to say anything because I don't know anything.
I can testify to that. You really know nothing at all.
Well,
Yeah.
true to that.
This is great, and we'll get on it. Yes, I mean,
That's
there's a
all.
lot to tell about it.
Oh my God. Why are they still talking?
Go through the next 4
Oh my
years.
God.
A lot happened, and the fact that we were
What is
the end of the
happening
line
right
of
now?
that
Why are they still
legacy,
talking?
Era, it's got a lot of
What the shit?
mileage there about we can put a lot of records straight.
Cue the music,
and,
Anthony. Cue the music,
we certainly
Anthony.
were deserved.
Cue the music like 10 minutes ago. What is
Statutory
happening?
7.
Why are they
and
still
certainly
on
5 or 6.
screen?
So. But anyway, no sour grapes. Very happy.
Oh my God.
And thank you.
Thanks so
Oh my
much.
God.
Live long and
We
prosper.
love you
I
guys.
love it. The LLAPy Awards. It's brilliant.
Oh,
They're
shut
great.
up.
Yeah.
Bye. Goodbye. Jesus. What the
I think that
Best segment of the award show right there.
I think that was the whole documentary right there.
What the hell?
I think we just saw a documentary.
Like we just won the Oscars. I'm like, fellas, this is not the Oscars. They want to see a documentary, short and sweet. What are we doing? Oh my God. You guys, this was actually worth me missing the All-Star game because that's on right now. So I appreciate you guys. Have a
thank you,
great
Anthony.
night.
You too.
Enjoy the rest of the awards, and I'll see
Anthony,
you.
before you go,
You
if
killed
there
it.
is an Enterprise documentary that's made because the fans demand it,
Yeah.
do you say yes?
I mean, I know the guy who played the pilot, so I'll have a conversation with him, and we'll see what we can do.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Thanks very much, Mr.
You
Anthony
guys
Montgomery.
have a great night. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Anthony. Oh man,
All right.
he said it all.
I think Connor and Dominic said it all.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
And
that was great.
no stranger to documentaries here. Actually, we're going to bring Lolita Fajo back on here.
Thank you. I'm just going to say, we, as speaking for 455, we would really love to do an Enterprise documentary. I mean, it makes sense. It's the next one in line. We talk about it all the time. So just stay tuned and see what happens. I think the guys are up for it. I think, we're up for it. I'm ready to go myself. So
Fans are up for it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Amen.
I think so. It's just
been a long road.
It's been a long road. But also, documentaries, I won't talk about. Documentaries are really difficult to produce. I had no idea, but it takes so long, and it's a long, hard process. And Ryan, you were with us the whole way on the Voyager documentary. It's not easy. It's
But
not
it's
like
fun.
a big motion picture film where you have this huge budget. No, it's fun, but it's for the love of it.
Yep.
It's all for the love of it. And if we do something for Enterprise, it will be from our hearts. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Can we say faith of the heart? I mean,
No, that's
okay.
Cue music.
Yeah. Anyway, so the fans want it. I think the talent
yeah, the
wants
fans
it.
want it.
And Sirach wants it.
I think it's great that over the years the appreciation for the show has grown, and people have had time to marinate on it. They've had time to sit on the different shows and actually compare and contrast it to other shows that have come out since. So there's like a whole body of work to really see where things settle after time.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and you think of the years involved in it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And Sirach saw how Deep Space Nine got the documentary treatment, and we're hoping to do the same thing for Enterprise, because I think Enterprise is due for a resurgence. I think it's going to happen. It's probably starting to bubble up right now. Everybody in the live chat that's watching live right now, do you want to see an Enterprise documentary, number one? And number two, Are you going to go back and rewatch the whole series?
Well,
Those are the
I would
questions.
have to because I've never seen any of it.
Lolita.
Oh,
Sorry, being truthful.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
I know.
Give me back your Star Trek card.
I know.
Lolita.
I'm just going to come right out as Commander Dolam and say shame on you for missing my villainous
I'm
performance
sorry.
in season 3.
All right. Who's next? I think the next person here who's never seen Enterprise either, Jenny R. Johnson.
That's a bold-faced lie is what that is. Sir. Chased him off.
What is the next category up for bid, Jenny R.
The
Johnson?
next category is the best twist in Prodigy. And folks, spoiler alert, because this entire category is a big pile of spoilers. So if you haven't watched all of Prodigy, avert your ears. All right. So here we go. Best twist in Prodigy. Starting off, we've got Dr. Beverly Crusher introduces Wesley to his baby brother, Jack. Next up, in true Paradox fashion, the Prodigy crew are the ones who were responsible for the stranding of the Protostar on Tars Lamora, kicking off the whole adventure in the first place. Wesley and the Prodigy crew visit the Gary 7 1960s apartment from the TOS episode Assignment Earth.
More energy, please, Jenny.
I'll do my best. Thank you. Next up, Wesley goes home to see his mother. Episode 10, The Devourer of All Things, Part 2. And finally, the
Focus.
what? The best twist. Thank you. The best twist in Prodigy. Wesley Crusher, period. And the winner. The winner is Wesley Crusher!
It's a lot of head explosions.
I know.
Whoa, now that's a twist.
We won.
Hey. I wish we could take responsibility for it, but this really goes out to Will Wheaton.
Yes. When it was a surprise that we actually were able to get him to come back, and when we did, we just knew it. We had to not advertise it. We had to keep the secret.
We kept it on lockdown.
So all of you could enjoy. So thank you guys
Thank you
again.
for not spoiling it, friends.
Yeah.
That was a good laugh.
Yeah. Those guys are
Man, that was awesome. People went absolutely nuts for Wesley Crusher on Prodigy and all of season 2 of Prodigy.
Right?
But we need more energy out of you next time, please, Jenny.
I'm sorry.
It's
I know. I'm sorry.
some enthusiasm. No, but that was awesome. And man, I wish, just wish Will Wheaton were here so we could tell him how exciting this was for everybody and how much we loved him, how much we respect him. Strzok, hopefully you could tell him if you ever see him again. But anyway, I guess we'll just read off the next category, right?
Yeah, well, we'll have to ask him to come and say a few words if he has a moment.
One of these days,
that would be
maybe.
great.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what?
It would be.
What's the next category, Strzok Lofton?
All right, so I've got the every year we do something special, and the next award is the Kenneth Mitchell.
No, it's the most shocking moment. So sorry.
Oh, and then I'm missing out on something here. Hold on a second. Yes, the most shocking moment of 2024.
It was Char's fault.
Okay, no problem.
I'm sorry, what did I do? Not this time.
No problem. In the category of the most shocking moment of 2024, the finalists are seeing a Captain Michael Burnham actually getting a happy ending in a series finale. Kovach's true identity is revealed. Wesley Crusher appears in Prodigy. Essentia uses Wesley Crusher to power her mega weapon. The reveal of Starbase 80. Rutherford pulls off his implant. And the winner is Wesley Crusher appears in Prodigy.
Woo!
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he is here, you guys. Will Wheaton, the one and only.
Oh, he is here. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, listen, I just happened to be hopping through time streams and I saw that this was happening and I just felt like, oh, listen, I already got dressed up. I should absolutely drop in and join the party. I think it's a little unfair that Wesley was so heavily nominated in the previous category. It feels like the fix was in a little bit. But I just wanted to say, like, I'm so grateful that the fans did not split their votes. I'm astonished, actually, that Wesley managed to come out ahead of Rutherford taking off his implant, which is like Geordi taking off his visor. It's like such a huge moment in the character development. But thank you, everybody. It's so super cool. Getting to come and be on Star Trek Prodigy was something that started a long time ago. And it was when my friend Jen Murrow, who was writing on the show, was like, we've been talking about this. The Hagmans have been talking about this. What do you think? And I was like, yes. The answer is yes. I don't care. The answer is just yes. Whatever. The answer is always yes. And then I didn't know what was going to happen in the continuity of the story until a couple of days before I went in to record. So I was finding out like where Wesley was going and how he was building. A thing that I didn't expect to get out of this personally, just for me as a human being, was this closure that I never knew I needed. I left the series when I was a teenager and carried a burden of sadness and regret for that. I was watching one of our gag reels this afternoon. My wife showed it to me. It was on Instagram, and I felt in my body how much I miss my Star Trek family. And that doesn't happen like all the time. But it really happened. And I just thought, oh, it's so awesome that I'm experiencing this today when I will get to communicate to fans. Thank you for your love and your support over all of these years. To everyone out there who came to Star Trek because they identified with Wesley. Yo, we made it! And it's so cool that Wesley came back to Prodigy, which is meant to introduce kids to Star Trek, because Wesley and Jake were entirely meant to bring kids into Star Trek and give them a character that they could see themselves through. I think Kevin and Dan just did such a good job. Brooks was such a great director. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I just thank you, Sirach. I'm so glad that it worked out that I was able to stop in and spend a little bit of time with you guys today.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. Dominic and Connor are still talking in another window. It's just Anthony McCormick. Ignore. Keep on going. Wow, they're having a really good time. They're enjoying it.
I saw Will when you were watching them. You're like, do I have time to cook dinner? I do. I'll be back. I got time.
That was great. And I think obviously the answer to an Enterprise documentary is a big old F yes. Like, of course,
yeah.
And and I'll tell you and I've done this with my cast. It's so special when you get together again after the first time in a long time, all of us together in the same place, and someone saying, "Look, this are the specific things I want you to talk about," because that inspires memories that we don't normally talk about, that aren't normally kind of there. And it's so special and so fun. I really hope that happens.
Well, you mentioned the Star Trek family, and I feel the same way about this family and this community. And it's not just the actors; it's all of us together. As part of this huge family of being there for each other, of praying for each other, of supporting each other. And so I'm grateful to be a part of it too, Will, and I'm glad that that you're being recognized for all the love and that you gave all of us, man. The acting, the performances, you paved the way, as I said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Can I just mention the live chat is going nuts for you. They love you. love you. They're saying such wonderful things about you, like Lucia Raz. I love Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
It's so
Just
great.
want to say, dear teenage Will.
Yeah.
Dear teenage Will, you're having a really
Going
hard
nuts.
time right now. People are being really mean to you on the internet, and you don't understand why, and you don't deserve it. And it's going to hurt you for a really, really long time, and it's really going to suck. And I'm sorry, buddy. I went through it, so I know how bad it is. But there's a day in your future, teenage Will, when people are real excited about you, and it's because you have lived a really good life, and you've really let the ideals of Star Trek that you believe in so strongly guide every choice you ever make. From this moment when I'm talking to you now until this moment now when you're me. I love you, buddy.
We love you, Will.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
We
for
love
all of
you.
this. You've been amazing. We really appreciate you. We
That was sweet.
appreciate everything you've done in the Star Trek world for 38 years.
I know,
And,
right? Do you believe
what?
that?
Not until I just said it, no.
I wish that math would do its thing, and the I'm getting older math would like kind of go at like a different
Slow
rate,
down.
like lower rate. But alas, no, and they're still talking.
Yeah.
Well, Will, thank you so
can't
much.
stop them.
Moving at different rate.
That's
We hope to
great.
see it. We hope to see you again real
Yeah.
soon. Connor and
Yeah.
Dominic have more to
absolutely.
say, so we gotta move
We'll
on.
cut back to that.
Anyway,
Thank you,
thanks
Will.
very much, Will. We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you, everybody.
Really appreciate you. All right,
Wow.
and you heard what he said. He said he wants an Enterprise documentary, and what a coincidence! Another member of the Enterprise family in the dark because his power is out. Mr.
Wow.
John Billingsley is here, everybody.
Is he wearing pants?
Wow.
I doubt it. John, are you there?
I am here. I don't know. Can you see me at all?
Oh my God. No.
Are you dressed in black?
I guess it really wouldn't matter. No, I am in the black because we lost our power. We got
Wow.
home and I was like, oh, we got to hurry, Bonnie, because I've got this. And then we came home and all the lights were out. So anyway, I think I
Wow.
missed something. I think I was supposed to give an award to somebody. And I hope whoever got what I was supposed to give them was happy.
Well, the good news is, John, first of all, you did miss that. Anthony was here, and Connor and Dominic said a lot of things, and they were very funny.
Oh, thank God.
But we actually, the real reason we wanted you here was for another reason, actually, a second reason.
Did I get an award? Am I winning an award? What am I up for?
You're winning
Exactly
an
that.
award. Yes, you
Been in
are.
anything to win an award? Is it?
Yes,
Is
you
it the
did.
Gene Herschel Humanitarian Award?
It's very close to that. It is the Kenneth Mitchell Hope Award. And this year, that goes out to you very easily and very gladly.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Melissa,
For all
would
the
you like to tell them
for
why?
all the charitable work that you do, John, every year you're out here fundraising for everybody. You're feeding people. You know what you do with the food bank and the food coalition. It's just amazing, and you're very selfless, and you're always out here trying to do more for the community, for people. And I think that you need to be recognized for that with the highest award we can bestow on you, which is the Kenneth Mitchell Hope Award for the level of inspiration that Kenneth Mitchell gave all of us.
Oh, wow. You can't see me, but I'm verklempt. Truly, you tricked me. I thought I was coming on to present an award, not to receive an award. Now I feel doubly shitty that I'm in the dark in the middle and I can't see.
I'm a liar.
Man, oh, this is lovely. How sweet of you guys. And what an honor to even have my name associated with Ken Mitchell. I'm really touched. Thank you very much. And this time in our life, in our country's life, I think it's really important for all of us to figure out what our activist bliss is so that we can kind of bend ourselves to this massive job we have of pushing back and resisting some folks who seem bent on behaving cruelly and viciously for no discernible reason. a lot of breaking is going on, a lot of damage is being done, and it's kind of incumbent on all of us to figure out how we can respond to that. So with that message, I very humbly and gratefully accept this award. Thank you very much.
You are the hope in that darkness. I mean, right now you're dark,
Absolutely.
but you know what I mean?
Absolutely, because that hope that you put out into the world stems from a genuine place. It's not for show or for anything else, but for your love of people and your empathy of people, whether it's through the Food Coalition or Purple Stride for PanCan. And yeah, you are an inspiration, John. Billingsley.
Absolutely. You're a real one, and we appreciate you, John.
Well, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll let you get your power back on, John. Thank you so much for jumping on,
Get your power
on your
on,
phone,
yeah.
even though you have
Thank
other
you.
things going on.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We'll see you
guys.
soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, go to hofoco.com. That's HOFOCO.com. Check out PanCan, Purple Stripe. It's all very important stuff. John's the real deal. You know who else is the real deal? Her name is Shar.
Yes.
Darlene Schmidt is
Aw.
here, and she's got the next category.
I sure do, and it's a good one. It is the best
The
series.
others weren't?
Well, hey, no, that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying that the best series to introduce Star Trek, I mean, there's no wrong answer, right? So all of these nominations are the correct answer, regardless of what wins. So here we go. What got nominated? Let's find out. Deep Space Nine, Prodigy, Voyager, Strange New Worlds, The Next Generation, and the original series. Yeah, back where it all started. But guess what won, y'all? The winner is Next Generation.
Nice.
So there you have it. I suppose it's
Nice.
sort of like Doctor Who, where you're either going to start at the very, very, very beginning, or you're going to start in the 2005, the reboot era. So like Next Gen sort of fits that. Like you're going to go into the more modern Trek, and then just take it away from there, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I
So,
think
good job, TNG.
that's a great one. You were right. And I think Miss Joy Lee is ready to join
Yes,
you
sir.
because she is
Hello.
going to tell us the next category
Yes.
and
the
winner.
Hello. The next category is Funniest Episode of Lower Decks, Season 5. And the finalists are Episode 9, Fissure Quest, Episode 7, Fully Dilated, Episode 5, Starbase 80, Episode 4, Farewell to Farms, and the winner is Episode 5, Starbase 80.
Yeah. Yeah. Starbase 80.
Sirach loves that one.
Yeah.
And I think we have
Man.
some special guests.
Do we? Oh man, I wish we. Oh, you're right. We
Who do we
actually
have?
have cellmates from Starbase 80 right now joining us via subspace message. Here they are. They're eating corn dogs.
Dogs, you know. What's up, Chads? Hey, what's up? We've been to Chads. We got some guys, Chads, man. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. You got an award, dude. Wait, like, does that mean we get to come home? Please?
Eventually,
Please?
very soon.
Little slip ups. Maybe get on a ship. I mean, we're
Nope.
good. We're good. We're good. Second chances. Yeah, second chances, man.
Corn
Can you
dogs
tell
on
us-
Starbase 80.
What are you guys in for?
Well, so I accidentally set off a turbo lift with the captain in it.
Oops.
I beamed a lot of people out to space by accident. Most of them lived though. It's okay. It's okay. It was in the dock. It was in the dock. It's all right.
And what about
all
you
right.
with the Starbase 80 shirt? What are you in for?
Wiring? I can't do it. That's it. Everything
Bad wiring.
Fire. Lots of fire. Don't ask her to change a light bulb either. Can you guys send another shipment of extinguishers soon? Maybe.
Speaking of light bulb, did you guys hear how many Starbase 80 cellmates does it take to screw in a light bulb?
1, 2, not me. 3, no, 2,
not me.
2, but I don't know how they got in there.
light bulbs. You guys got extra light bulbs? We're almost out.
I got that one.
Is Ta'ana big on Starbase 80?
Well, she got sick and they forgot her. She got fixed at the end. So we don't have to do with her. She's just been hanging around. So we left them a message. Hopefully they'll come back.
There's a bat. This is great.
Yeah.
This one's our mascot because we actually caught him.
I think we found the origin of coronavirus right there. It came from Starbase
in the future.
Starbase 80.
No, wasn't us. No. Wasn't us.
Oh, wasn't you? Okay, all right.
No, we're good.
Is that what you're in for? Anyway.
No way. We masked up and everything. We're good. We're good.
Well, thank you very much, Starbase 80 ladies. We really appreciate you guys. You were awesome. This was a ton of fun.
Yes,
Any final words before you go?
Get us out of here.
You're not coming through.
Okay, right? Like, come on. Chad's is good. Chad's is good though. If you ever stop by, you should definitely get yourself a corn dog from Chad's. He's amazing.
You got hooked up with the corn dogs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck. We'll put in a good word for you.
All right. First mention of corn dogs on
They're
Star
never
Trek.
getting out. They're
never getting out.
All right.
Oh wow.
Up next,
great.
he's shaking his head.
Uh-huh.
That was that would be a hell of a road trip destination. Seeing the
Rico,
lady. What's up, Al?
it's Rico E. Anderson, everybody.
Rico.
Party people.
Rico.
You know him from the J.J. Abrams movie 2009 Star Trek. You know him as the Mocklin Doctor in the Orville. All kinds of stuff. Have you ever visited Starbase 80?
Say it again.
I can't. I'm losing my voice.
I know your voice. What?
Have you ever visited Starbase 80?
Starbase 80.
Or had a corn dog?
I will never tell whether or not I visited Starbase 80 or not.
Yeah, right.
Some things are better left out.
But you've had a corn dog.
Yes, I may or may not have had a corn dog from not Starbase 80. But yes, I've had a corn dog. Stop, you guys. See everybody like in person ish,
Ish.
as opposed to ish.
Well, this is cool because Rico, I think you might be actually revealing the biggest category winner of all. I think this is maybe the biggest. This is certainly a lot of fans think is the most important category of all. So, I mean, we could keep talking about Starbase 80 or let's do it, right?
And you trusted me to do it. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
You're a
Hey, but no
professional.
pressure.
Oh, yeah, that flew out the air like ages ago. Okay, everybody, in the category of best new episode of 2024. We all remember 2024. All right. Oh, all right. So the nominees are Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 10, The New Next Generation. Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 9, Fisher Quest. Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 5, Starbase 80. Prodigy, I was like, what is Prodigy Season 2, Episode 20, Ouroboros Part 2.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Prodigy Season 2, Episode 14, Cracked Mirror. Discovery Season 5, Episode 10, Life Itself. Discovery Season 5, Episode 4, Face the Strange. Discovery Season 5, Episode 1, Red Directive. See how I'm milking this? Discovery Season 5, Episode 2, Under the Twin Moons. And the Oscar, I mean the Emmy, I mean the NAACP award, I mean the LLAPy goes to Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 10, The New Next Generation, baby.
Matt's favorite.
Yeah.
Thank you. Such a good episode.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Well,
Decks is
Rico,
amazing.
that's really cool of you to do this for us. Do
Appreciate
you
it.
agree with the fans?
Yes, I do.
Publicly. Okay.
The fan got it right. The fans got it.
It's
What are
recorded
you working
now.
on
We can
next,
never
by
take
the
it back.
way? You're always busy.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak on what it is, but I booked a new series. Working on an episode of that, and really excited about it. Yeah. I'm hard at work now at it now as we speak. So
Beautiful.
very wordy dialogue, but very challenging, a lot of fun. I'm really excited for people to meet this guy. So
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, keep us posted on all that, Rico.
Thank you. You know, the industry right now is like having its ups and downs and its weird growing pains and stuff. So, you know, without, you know, tapping into work as work, you know, just being able to be blessed to have booked something and work, you know, have the opportunity to work on it is always a blessing in this industry. So really.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thanks very much. We'll see you soon. All right, my friend.
All right.
Stay
Good to see
tuned.
everybody.
No pressure.
Bye, Rico.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Hi, Rico.
Bye, baby.
You guys, I've got great news. We're actually ahead of schedule by 1 minute. So, you know, so we could actually, this next category. Oh shit, it's Connor. We're going to be behind now.
Are they still talking?
Hey, Dom. What?
What
the hell are you doing here?
Are you next door?
No, they told me I was presenting an award on my own.
Well, you're in space right now.
And as usual, I've got to share the space stage with you.
No, I thought it was just me. Well, anyway.
Well, we've obviously sold a bill of goods.
You know what? They scheduled us together, damn them.
All right. Well,
All right,
listen, since we're both here, we may as well both do this. I'm not splitting any paycheck if it's coming our way. In the category of most exciting moments of 2024, the finalists are
Wesley Crusher showing up in Prodigy.
That's exciting. The protostar enters the wormhole to save temporal time from the loom. That was pretty exciting.
Janeway taking out a loom creature with a shuttle.
Michael Burnham surfs on top of a starship. I gotta say, that was totally Dune.
Yeah. To Paul's appearance in Lower Decks.
I was pretty. I mean, I have to say that took me by surprise.
You weren't called on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action Saru. And
the winner
is to Paul's appearance in Lower Decks. Once again, dear Jolene Blaylock steals the stage with smoldering looks and dulcet tones. Yes, well done, Joe. It'd be lovely to see you again. I know I was invited over to movie nights about 10 years ago and I didn't go, and I wished I had now. You're a love. It'd be absolutely adorable to see you, and you know where to find us. But congratulations, my dear.
Cheers.
Oh,
Congrats.
wow. All right.
3.
Does that mean she has a new record?
I think that's a record.
Buddy, please welcome. Oh, where is she?
Oh,
well.
We got to start calling her 3 Paul.
This is very good. That was a very good one. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing at this, Sirach. That was very funny.
Sorry.
You even cracked up Tosk. I'm so glad Tosk is still hanging out with us too, by the way. This is awesome.
Great.
All right. Are you having fun, by the way, Scott McDonald?
You guys are very fun. I'm hanging around because I'm laughing a lot. It's great.
Having you, man.
I mean, you guys are up against the Saturday Night Live 30th anniversary. And
Right?
I'm getting a lot of laughs right here.
They're up against us.
This has
Nice
been
stuff.
a great deal of fun. Seeing a lot of friendly faces, and like I said, this Star Trek community is a special group of people. John Billingsley and I go way back to hole in the wall theater before either of us were in Equity Theater in Seattle, Washington. I saw him in several productions, and he saw me in some, and then we reconnected down in LA on a set, and it was like, John Billingsley, what are you doing here? So just, watching him on stage, when we were both just starting out in Seattle, it was a very, it's been fun, just seeing Connor and they're all people who I got to hang out with just a little bit, and because I didn't see the guys that much when we did, when I was on Enterprise, I was always on every in the Cindy ships.
Yeah.
So so when I was Commander Dolam on that one, so to hear people talking about that one getting a doc, that that's my vote. I really enjoyed my time on that show. It was a terribly difficult load of makeup, but just what a great group of people. Just
sounds it. Sirach, I wanted to ask you, what's Commander Dolam's last name?
This is a terrific thing. So thank you for inviting me in.
Absolutely, stick around, man. This is great. But
Commander Dolomite.
Thank you. I've been sitting on that joke all day.
Gotta be Dolomite.
Dolomite. I gotta spit it out. Anyway, I believe Sirach, you have the next category. Is that right?
Yeah, and Scott, you brought up John Billingsley, and how good did he look? I mean, he's looking really good these days, right?
That's the best he's ever
looked. I thought about coming in and just saying thank you so much for turning out the lights.
Yeah.
And you can tell him I said so. I mean, there's not the only thing better than seeing John Billingsley is not seeing John Billingsley.
Oh, that's great. All right. Okay. So up next, we've got the best movie to introduce Star Trek. This is if you want to tell somebody, hey, you should watch Star Trek, what movie would you sit them down and ask them to watch?
Yeah.
And so in the category of best movie to introduce Star Trek to a first-time viewer, the finalists are First Contact, Star Trek 4, Star Trek 2009. I'm assuming that's the J.J. Abrams rendition. Star Trek 2, which we just saw, the Wrath of Khan. And the winner is First Contact.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which I haven't seen,
back.
So I guess I have to watch that.
Rico's back. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes yes.
Thanks for the controversial take on there. Yes. All right.
I agree with that one.
So First Contact, that's the Next Generation's first film?
Just the first one on their own.
Okay.
Because the first one they did with the original series group, it's my favorite. I feel like I maybe agree with this vote. I don't vote on these, but if I did,
that would be the one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's the next category here? Oh boy, you guys, that's a problem. It's Katie.
The wild card returns. Yes, no, this category, when I read it, I was like, gonna cry. Why'd you give me this one? It's the best final episode of post 2017 Trek. And really, we learned this lesson in Next Generation. All good things must come to an end. Q made sure we learned that lesson, and it really doesn't get any easier to say goodbye because we get to see these writers and producers and actors, they all grow with the characters that become real to us, even though they're complete fiction. And it's up to these writers and producers and actors and everyone on the crew to put a capstone on their legacy of these shows. And sometimes it's a farewell, sometimes, hopefully, it's a see you later. But regardless, we do have our nominees. In the category of Best Final Episode of Post-2017 Star Trek, the finalists are Discovery, Season 5, Episode 10, Life Itself. Lower Decks, Season 5, Episode 10, The New Next Generation. Then you have Prodigy, Season 2, Episode 20, Ouroboros, Part 2. I got to say that one. Woo. And Picard, Season 3, Episode 10, The Last Generation. And the winner is Picard, Season 3, Episode 10, The Last Generation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that one made me sob.
Jenny's the happiest about that for sure.
I keep looking at the list as like best final episode. I'm like, no, there's like 3 or 4 that could keep going. I mean, yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah. It was pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. We did like it.
We did.
When
it
like leaves you wanting to see more episodes. It really does. Like that's the goodbye is thank you for the memories.
Exactly.
What a cool way to again see these characters and let's be honest, at this point it's more than just the characters. It's the people playing those characters that we absolutely love, right? And what a great opportunity for us all to get to see them again on screen and they still got it. You know what I'm saying? They still got it.
Absolutely.
And if you went back to when, say, Next Gen went off the air and you finish it up 7 seasons, phenomenal, and then you time travel back there and you go, guess what? You're going to get another season of this.
Right? Like a show that already had a perfect ending got another basically perfect ending.
Right?
Like, oh, there I go again.
Point.
Like Marina Sirtis said as Deanna Troi, it was so great to see so many wrinkles.
You know, it's funny. Right now, the Enterprise people are pissed that TNG got 2 good endings.
Oh,
dang,
right in the heart. It is harsh.
Hey, you know,
Well, that just means we have to bring back Enterprise.
Oh well,
Right.
that's doable. But the thought
Easy
that
to-
crossed my mind was how much that I like Rafi's character on the Picard show, and I thought about how crazy it would be if she was actually in the original Next Generation run. That character, like how that character would fit in. I would like to see that.
Absolutely.
As well, so. We got really good characters from that show. Yeah, Rios, Rafi.
Oh, right.
And to see 7 of 9 working with them, it was just great.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, Matt, I think you're next, right?
Yes, indeed. So the starships, right? We can't have Lappies without the starships, right? Because starships are those vehicles that take our gallant crews to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, right? So for this year, we have in the category of favorite legacy ship, we have the Defiant. Ooh, tough little ship. Don't call it little. We have Voyager, the NX-01 Enterprise, the original Enterprise, the Enterprise D, and let's see, the winner is, oh, that's right, it's the fat one, the Enterprise D.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The big D? Is that what it is?
That's right.
Okay.
Old fatty.
You said it.
You guys, You guys need to behave yourselves. Because first of all, this is live.
Okay.
Secondly, we have somebody that knows a little something about the D. He worked on a whole bunch of ships. He's done a whole ton of everything in Star Trek. We love him to death. His name is Dan Curry.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, how's it going?
So good. How are you doing?
Good. And everybody needs to recognize that the designer of the D was Andy Probert. And he was inspired by the original ship designed by Matt Jeffries. And on the Enterprise D, we named the access tubes that the crew would crawl around in after Matt Jeffries. They were called Jeffries tubes. And that's where the name comes from. And I thought you might be interested in the days before CG, we had to figure out ways to make illusions from found objects and everyday stuff. And this is the force field around the Enterprise D. It's a Mylar cheerleader's pom-pom that I shook over a mirror and photographed it with an old Mitchell Rackover 35 millimeter camera. And then we wrapped it around a partial sphere or a sphere, squashed it so it looked a little bit like an M&M. And that's the force field.
Wow. And you know what, Dan? The great thing about that is that those of us who came after you guys who did it digitally, we spend hours trying to recreate those cool effects that you guys did practically.
Well, one of the things we used to do that you might find interesting is sometimes if the Enterprise was shot by an enemy ship, we would take black wrap, heavy black aluminum foil, wrap it over the saucer of the Enterprise, and then put a thin coating of steel wool on it. And then by lighting a match in a certain spot, the the oil on the steel wool would burn out in wonderful radiating patterns. And then we'd speed that up, and that would be the reaction to, say, a Klingon disruptor hit.
That's awesome.
Dan.
So cool.
Oh, wait. You just made Jenny freak out.
Sorry.
You just
never heard that before. That's insane. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, our technology was Neolithic by what you guys could do today.
Well, Dan, you also brought a few show and tell items for us. Check this out, everybody. Can you tell us what we're looking at here? This is you that did this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, these are storyboards. And so in designing the space stuff, I would have about 2 or 3 minutes per frame because I was in a hurry. So these are some of the extremely rough storyboard sketches I would do for the space sequence. And this is from A Matter of Time, where they are trying to cleanse the hull of the or a planet from toxic atmosphere. If you go to the next panel.
Well, hang on 1 second. The episode that we're reviewing on the 7th rule this week is Unification Part 2. The next episode is A Matter of Time. Sirach, spoilers.
Wow. Emmy winner.
This is literally next week's episode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is great stuff. This is awesome. Please continue, Dan.
I was going to say A Matter of Time won an Emmy.
Wow.
And keep going up. And so to get the gag of the planet being cleansed, what we did is I had this idea to use liquid nitrogen. So we built a 4 foot by 4 foot, 6 inch deep vat, filled it up with liquid nitrogen vapors. And then I'd swat it with a piece of cardboard, and that would make the heavier than air liquid nitrogen separate and come back together again. So it would create that illusion as you see in cut 2. And then to get the atmosphere to be pulled into space by the Enterprise, I just put a vacuum cleaner over the vat, and it would just suck the vapors up, and that's what that is.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love how he says the word "just" in front of these amazing things.
I know, exactly.
Well, they're very rough sketches done quickly. And so I always had to apologize for the crudeness of the drawings.
They're so cool. Like,
I want this stuff. Where can I get some of this artwork?
This is a treasure trove of you know.
Are you putting this
fans
out, Dan? Are you
just
gonna
love
like
this stuff.
release this stuff so we can all
Contact
have.
me. I'll send you a copy.
He does have a book, though. What's your book, Dan Curry?
Yeah.
The Art of Dan
I'm embarrassed to say the title was insisted upon by the producer, by the publisher, and it is Star Trek: The Artistry of Dan Curry. But it's really about everybody but me, and how many wonderful, talented people it took to create all the illusions on the show.
I know I have my copy of it.
Me too.
And
That's
it
like 4
traces the
feet away.
evolution of doing things photochemically with film and physical models and found stuff to doing everything on CG. Star Trek Enterprise was the first all CG Star Trek, but we still
Here's
snuck in a couple of old gags on it.
Here's another quick thing you sent in. It's not Enterprise related, but it gives us an idea of what you did.
Yeah, this is our motion control stage at Image G on
so cool.
Highland, and this shows how
Whoa.
we shot on these big rigs. That's the wonderful Klingon bird of prey. And so we use these old cameras that have been modified to accept Nikon lenses, and that's one of our operators. And so the ship could roll, pitch, and yaw, and all up and down and back and forth movement was done on the track. And that was the Cunningham motion control software system.
Wow.
And so it would take 7 passes to do any Enterprise simple flyby. You need a pass to get the silhouette or the matte pass, then the beauty pass for its the light in space, then the running lights had a separate pass, the windows had a separate pass. To get the deflecting field and the warp drive, we put a diffusion filter over the lens to make the illusion of a glow. And then if we needed interactive lights on a nearby explosion, we would put another light pass on that. And that's because each pass required a different exposure. So it could take all day to shoot one simple flyby. And if it was a complicated shot, we would have to sometimes spend 2 or 3 days on one shot. And then if there are other ships going to be in the scene, we would shoot a gray ball. And here Adrian is measuring to get correct focus. And if there are other ships, the problem was the ships were not in scale with one another. So we'd have to do a lot of complex math to make sure that the camera move was scaled to the size of the ship in relationship to each other.
There's so much going on here. Look at all this.
That's so cool.
And did you layer all the passes, Dan? Like you said, you did 7
then they
passes?
were all layered and put together. And that orange screen was the idea of the late Gary Hutzel, and to get better silhouettes like this, so we could make a hole in the background. And by shooting against orange screen with an ultraviolet light, it gave us a much more even matte, which gave us a better silhouette.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and we
That's
saw
incredible.
that working on season 2 of Next Gen, just all these wonderful I still am to this day impressed at the innovation that you guys had to make that stuff happen. Like I just once they were scanned in and we saw these things, compositing them digitally again. I mean, you made that work so much easier for us because the stuff you shot was so great.
Well, it alleviated the necessity of stealing a shopping cart and moving under a bridge.
You can't do that anymore. They put locks on. Trust me, I tried.
Oh, the wheels won't roll. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Dan, here's something equally important. It's so cool that you showed us all that stuff, and we're really happy about it. But there's one more reason that we want you here, and that is because it's about frickin' time that Dan Curry got the Lifetime Achievement Award, and that is happening right now, sir. You are a national treasure. You've done so much that people know about and so much that people don't know about, and we appreciate the hell out of you. Sirach, do you want to take over for us?
Well, on top of being a pioneer in the space, you're just a hell of a good guy, Dan. And there's just nothing else to say except we love you. We love talking with you. Your inventions, your innovation, the way you think creatively, has inspired a lot of people to open up their imagination and to be able to feel like they're out in space and to be able to feel like they're on the ride with the rest of the captain and crew. And you brought that to life for all of us. And it is about time that you, at least from our perspective, get recognized for your lifetime worth of work and commitment and dedication to the field and the craft. And we just, that it's sitting down and listening to you talk is like being in a classroom or listening to one of your favorite teachers. So thank you for sharing yourself, Dan, with the world. And I just will always cherish the work that you left behind with us.
Well, it really wasn't me. It was a wonderful team I worked with.
But
that's another thing. That's another thing that makes you great, Dan, is your humility as well. That's another quality that you have. You always make sure you shout out the team of people that you had around you. That's another sign of great leadership, and that's why we really love you, man. You're just an amazing guy. And you share all your gifts so freely, and you just blow our minds away how you're able to take a hairspray and a bobby pin and a cheerleader pom pom and
a unicorn.
They're calling him MacGyver.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like MacGyver on this thing. So we love it.
Speaking of MacGyver, I actually designed the first MacGyver logo.
See, there you go.
See?
Oh, there you go.
And look at the live chat.
There it is.
The live chat is loving it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a great guy.
Thanks,
Dan.
everybody.
So
Thanks very much,
wonderful.
everybody.
And
Thank
there's one
you.
more person that has something to say, by the way, Dan.
Yeah.
Let's see if I don't know this guy. Maybe you do.
Dan Curry. He's a storyteller. He's a weapon. He's a weapon of mass creation. He's hilarious. He's inspiring. He's unstoppable, and he can kill you with a toenail. And I can't believe I had the opportunity to work with you, Dan. And I just want to say congratulations. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Well, thank you so much, Doug. Oscar winner.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Dan Curry, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for everything you continue to do. Do you have anything you want to share besides saying it was everybody else? What was your inspiration?
I guess my inspiration was, which all parents should do, playing with physical toys when you're little. And had to be Ray Harryhausen and Forbidden Planet. If you haven't seen that classic film of Shakespeare's The Tempest set in space with the dashing young Leslie Nielsen, you are culturally deprived. You should see Forbidden Planet. And that was the first time as a child I realized you could take live people, cartoon animation, physical models, and live sets and create a world that can only exist on the screen. And I thought to myself, I'd like to do that someday.
So
What was the name of that Leslie Nielsen flick that you were just mentioning?
Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet.
And Gene admitted to me one day that Gene Roddenberry admitted to me one day that his inspiration for Captain Kirk was Leslie Nielsen's character in Forbidden Planet.
No way.
It's a must watch if you're a Star Trek fan. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
There's a little nugget there.
That is so awesome.
All of a sudden, whatever streaming service is on, it's like, why are so many people flooding this right now? Right?
Well, guys, are you ready to make it official?
Yeah.
This makes
Yes.
the 2025 LLAPy Awards official. Great song choice, the Matt Boardman.
Hey.
One of your
All
proteges,
right.
Dan Curry, Matt
Yes.
Boardman made that.
Awesome, Matt.
All right.
Yes.
Love
That
it.
was
Jam,
great.
Everybody that
yeah.
came and said a complete shock.
Well, I think that's
Wow.
it for us this year, you guys. We have the post-game show
Mm-hmm.
right after this. That also makes it official, is getting all the experts to go, oh boy, they should have done this. And I think I agree with this. Oh, boy, those experts, they sure know everything. So check that out. That's coming up right after this. Any final thoughts, guys?
See you in
Ah,
2026.
yeah. Thank you
It
to
was
everybody
insane.
who came and showed up and received their awards, and all the guest presenters, and everybody. This big family. I really love our Star Trek family. I think Will Wheaton mentioned it in his speech. We're a big family, and I think incumbent upon us to be there for each other as much as we can. So. I'm glad to share this moment with all of you guys and with the extended family. So thank you.
Well
Love you.
said.
It was a good time.
And I think that includes the fans in the live chat, but all of the fans who voted.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
of the Star Trek
Yeah.
fans who keep Star Trek going for, I mean, it's going on 60 years now.
Yeah.
60 years. That's
Yeah.
a long time for your Star Trek, and that's awesome.
It's
Yep.
a
Great.
beautiful thing. Hey, good job,
Yeah.
Ryan T.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I know you don't
Thank
tote your own
Yes.
horn, but you really
Amazing job, Ryan.
you really
Mhm.
showed up as a real trooper with a half of a
Thanks.
voice,
Not even.
and you still made it work. So hat tip to Ryan Huss.
Well, big thanks to all you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one last
Thanks,
bit of
Rico.
news. My son was 6 when I started on Next Generation, and I'm now a grandfather.
Oh,
Oh, congratulations.
Yay!
Wow.
Ensign Curry. All right. Cadet Curry.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Love that.
Well,
the best.
that's it from all of us. And also big thanks to Joy Lee. All these cool graphics that you see in the website. That's all
Yay!
Matt and Joy doing all this stuff for us. They're amazing.
They're
And
so
Katie for
good.
pushing
Treat.
buttons.
absolutely.
What a treat. Thank you so
Thank you,
much. What
Scott.
a
Thank
treat
you,
to see all
Scott.
your
Thank
faces.
you.
Well
You,
done.
Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you all.
Yes.
Love you, Dan.
Yay.
Anyway, thanks very much, everybody. This is Virtual Trek on 6. We've got the post-game show right after this. So check that out on Larry Nemechek's channel, or click the link in the description box below, and enjoy more Virtual Trek Con 6 tonight and tomorrow. That's it.